years. Pat is on several nonprofit boards in San Diego. She received the Leadership Award from National University and was named Health Hero by Combined Health Agencies for her volunteer work with the MS Society and Alzheimer's San Diego. Now in her third year with us, Zooming to you live, please welcome Pat Brown.
Thank you, Jeff, and good evening, everyone. It's so good to be here. We've got quite a show for you. I want to welcome you to this year's virtual Heart of a Child benefit concert. It is such a pleasure to be streaming to you live tonight.
You have to go to discussions.
I know we have lots of people watching from Maine to Connecticut to Maryland to Texas, and I want to welcome everybody, and of course, those of you here in San Diego. And I would really like to echo what you said, Jeff. This really has been an unprecedented time for our community, nation, and world. Even though we are unable to hold this ninth Heart of a Child at the Conrad Previs Performing Arts Center in La Jolla, we still wanted to bring these incredible performers to you tonight. And through the wonders of technology, we can stream these talented young performers right there into your homes tonight. I hope this concert is a welcome reprieve from a perpetually grim news cycle and the boredom of lockdown. Tonight, may this concert be a musical outpouring of happiness, hope, and positivity. A true ray of sunshine, Noel is a 13-year-old singer-songwriter who was recently seen on America's Got Talent with the choir Voices of Hope, and she made it all the way to the semifinals. She was also recently a finalist for the worldwide music competition called Music Cash. In addition to providing vocals for television and film, Noel stays busy performing in local musical theater and is active in Christian television. Performing Stand By Me, please give a big virtual welcome to Noel Lydia.
Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. To support Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller's Healing Notes program, please consider making a donation to the children who need it. Tonight, I'm going to be singing a song that you all know, and even though we can't stand by each other right now with this whole quarantine going on, we can stand together as a nation and support each other. Stay safe and enjoy. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no one won't be afraid. I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand. Oh, stand by me, so darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, oh, I will cry, I will cry, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand. Oh, stand by me, so darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh,
Thank you, Noel. What a great way to kick off the show. And thank you to Resounding Joy for inviting me back to be part of this live streaming production. Don't you just love all this live streaming things that we're doing now? Heart of a Child, now in its 9th year, is the annual fundraising concert for Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program, which is named in memory of Ariana Miller. Now, Ariana, she was a gentle soul, and she had a very deep love of music and a concern for others. As she struggled with congenital heart disease, it was music that brought joy into her life. Although Ariana is no longer physically with us, her passionate love of music and its healing effect lives on through the Healing Notes program. Jeff, I want to bring you back on, and can you tell us a little bit about the history of the program?
Thanks, Pat. Sure. Sorry to those of you out there that we had a little bit of a technical glitch early on. So some of my comments at the beginning of the show were deleted, but I assure you, you're still going to get all the same entertainment and the same information. So yes, I'd love to talk about Ariana. It was the healing power of music in the form of music therapy that helped get Ariana through some of her toughest days. Ariana was the first child with heart disease to receive music therapy from Resounding Joy. And in 2011, thanks to donations in Ariana's memory, we brought music therapy to children with heart disease at Rady Children's Hospital through the creation of the Music with Heart program, which since has been renamed the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. Since that time, Resounding Joy has provided music therapy at no cost to thousands of children with many more thousands of therapy sessions. This has become an integral part of cardiac care at Rady. And this program has expanded to provide services to children with a variety of other illnesses.
Thank you, Jeff, so much. And, you know, to say this has been a trying time is a huge understatement, but we want to keep this vital program funded, and that's why we are streaming to you tonight. If you have the ability to give, we humbly ask you to click on the GoFundMe link associated with your live streaming page. Or another thing you could do is visit resoundingjoyinc.org. And to the first 4 patrons donating $2,500 or more tonight, you will receive a local staycation at either the Cape Ray Carlsbad Beach Resort, Westin San Diego, Westin Gaslamp, or US Grant Hotel. How about that? Now, these certificates don't expire until early 2021, so plenty of time to use these once things return to normal, and they're valued at up to $1,000. Now, I'm checking some of our donations so far, and oh my gosh, they're really coming in. Let me share them with you. From Karen Winner, $500. Thank you so much, Karen. Carrie Foss, $250. Brad and Laura Hamby, $100. Andy and Charlie or Carly Gant, $50. Thank you so much. Samantha Albrecht, $100. And an anonymous donation of $5,000 for our Ariana Miller Resounding Hearts. I mean, just amazing. And we've just got started. So please, please give some more. And let's keep things streaming, shall we? Claire Lewis is a 16-year-old classical pianist who is currently a freshman at the Manhattan School of Music in New York City. At only 13 years old, 13, she was the youngest student to ever graduate from Palomar College. Oh, and along the way, she has won several competitions, including San Diego's Musical Merit Foundation Scholarship. That was in 2018 and 2019. And she played Carnegie Hall in 2019. Please welcome Claire Lewis performing Chopin's Winter Etude.
Thank you so much for tuning into this stream. We are here tonight to thank you for your support and hope you continue to help fund this incredible program. This piece is one of Chopin's 27 etudes, or exercises, and this etude is not only a test of stamina, but a really emotional piece. I hope you enjoy as much as I do.
was really beautiful. I'm going to bring you on live now to our live stream. And I just got the latest numbers, and we have 80 people right now watching on Facebook, and we have 176 people watching on YouTube. So let's hope those numbers go up even more. But first, I just want to ask you some questions if I can, Claire. You're 16 now, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, but you actually graduated from Palomar College when you were only 13. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so after 5th grade, I decided to switch to homeschooling, and I concurrently enrolled at Palomar College, the local community college. And after 3 years, I happened to earn my high school diploma and an associate's degree from Palomar College when I was 13.
That is amazing. And now you're studying at the Manhattan School of Music in New York City. What do you plan to do when you're finished, Claire?
I plan to go on and do my master's and then become a concert pianist and orchestral conductor.
Well, I am predicting big things for you. Maybe you'll be performing with the San Diego Symphony one day. Wouldn't be surprised. Okay, let's just move right on. And best known for his weekly performances on season 12 of America's Got Talent, making it all the way to the semifinals, Merrick Hanna has become a reality television and YouTube sensation with nearly 800,000 followers on Instagram. Known for his Flowbot or robotic style dancing, Merrick has been on several other shows and a slew of commercials. He recently completed shooting his first feature film as Oliver in A Genie's Tale and appeared on Netflix, Disney, and CBS. Please enjoy this original dance to the song The Boy in the Bubble, our special guest performer, Merrick Hanna.
It was 6:48, I was walking home, stepped to the gate and I'm all alone. I had chicken on the plate, but the food was cold. Then I covered up my face so that no one knows. I didn't want trouble, I'm the boy in the bubble. But then came trouble. When my mom walked into the living room, she said, boy, you gotta tell me what they did to you. I said, you don't wanna know the things I had to do. She said, son, you gotta tell me why you're black and blue. I said, I didn't want trouble, I'm the boy in the bubble. But then came trouble. And my heart was pumping, chest was screaming, mind was running, air was freezing. Put my hands up, put my hands up. I told this kid I'm ready for a fight. Punch my face, do it cause I like the pain. Every time you curse my name, I know you want the satisfaction. It's not gonna happen. Knock me out, kick me when I'm on the ground. It's only gonna let you down. Come the lightning and the thunder, you're the one who suffer. Well, I squared him up, left my chest exposed. He threw a quick left hook and it broke my nose. I had thick red blood running down my clothes and a sick look, cause I liked it though. I said I didn't want trouble, I'm the boy in the bubble. But then came trouble. And my heart was pumping, chest was screaming, mind was running, nose was bleeding. Put my hands up, put my hands up. I told this kid I'm ready for a fight. Punch my face, do it cause I like the pain. Every time you curse my name.
Thank you.
That is so much fun. I'm going to bring Merrick on with me right now. And Merrick, I just have to ask you, where did you learn to dance like that?
Well, first, actually, I want to thank Jeff, Pat, and Resounding Voices for letting me participate this year. It's really awesome. And I definitely took a non-traditional route to learning how to dance. I actually learned just by watching television and YouTube dancers. And then and I would dance all the time. I would dance when I was at school or when I was eating and when I was practicing every day. And I was actually lucky enough to find a teacher at our local YMCA who did my style. So I took my very first dance lesson from him. And nowadays, I seek out the best dancers in my style to meet and learn and collaborate with them. So it's really fun.
Well, you know, that song was fairly short, but it really looked like there was a lot of choreography that goes into it. Do you do the choreography yourself, or is it a collaboration there?
I do actually do the choreography by myself. What I do is, if it's a song with lyrics, I will print out the lyrics and memorize them, and then I'll just freestyle to it, doing whatever comes to mind at the moment. And then I'll record myself, pick out the best parts, and then put them in the routine. And then I'll do the same thing, fill in the gaps, and that is how I make my routines.
You have been on several network shows, including America's Got Talent, and by the way, we were all rooting for you. Now, the lockdown aside, what have you been up to recently?
Well, I have been up to a lot recently. I've been pretty busy. So as usual, I'm still doing school, even though it's all online. Mm-hmm. And just this Wednesday, actually, I recorded my first full day remote shoot for Brat TV. And taped auditions are still happening virtually. And I'm still learning and practicing scripts. And finally, I am posting multiple times a day on Instagram and TikTok. So.
Well, you are just a joy. Thank you for being with us, Merrick, and we'll hopefully see you again next year.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I just want to take a moment to thank San Diego Printers and their owner, John Barrows, for providing all the print material for Resounding Joy. This year, probably more than any, we really are relying on our corporate sponsors for their generous support of the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. And I would especially like to thank our premier corporate sponsor this year, San Diego Imaging. A big shout out to all those from San Diego Imaging watching online right now, and from all of us at Resounding Joy, a heartfelt thank you. Next up is our favorite trio. First of all, there's Brenda. She's 16. She plays piano. Then we've got Dharma, age 17, on bass, and Alyssa. She's 13. She plays the drums. Now, all three attend schools and academies in San Diego and Los Angeles. They specialize in classic and modern jazz, and together they are Pink Trio. Please enjoy Sweet Pumpkin by Renelle Bright. Great job, ladies. Okay, we are virtually here now with Rachel Gantz, who is a board-certified music therapist, and she's the director of Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Hi, Pat. It's great to be here. I'm doing well.
Good. Can you tell us all exactly who is Resounding Joy?
Of course. Resounding Joy is a San Diego-based nonprofit, and we strive to enhance the human experience through the therapeutic applications of music. We uplift individuals and families who are facing challenging conditions. We help them achieve their goals, and we support health and wellness throughout the community.
And a lot of us have heard of music therapy, but what exactly is music therapy?
That is a great question that I get asked all the time. Music therapy is an established healthcare profession in which you use music in a therapeutic relationship to address physical, emotional, cognitive, and social needs of the patient. In other words, music is the medicine that heals our mind, our body, and our soul.
And I just thought it was something nice to listen to. So much more than that. Can you tell us a little bit about the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program?
Yes. The Healing Notes Music Therapy program supports pediatric patients and their families. Music therapy can speed along the recovery process for children who are recovering from heart surgeries, transplants, and other major surgeries, in addition to treating the emotional and physical effects of major illnesses. We create coping strategies for patients who are long stay at the hospital, and we improve function in kids who are suffering from neurologic diseases. We really support children throughout their medical journey, including children who are facing terminal illnesses, and with them and their families, we create legacy, songwriting, and heartbeat recording projects.
That's really some wonderful work that you do. What are your long-term goals for the program, Rachel?
That's a great question, Pat. So to date, we have provided music therapy to thousands of pediatric patients through one full-time music therapist. We are currently supporting patients on the neonatal intensive care unit, the acute cardiac unit, the pediatric intensive care unit, and a few other places. However, there is a critical need throughout the hospital for additional services. And so to meet that need, it is our goal to increase our program to 2 full-time music therapists. The increase in staffing would provide additional support to patients during painful procedures and other fear-inducing experiences while they're in the hospital.
That's just incredible, Rachel. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the children and their families. And believe me, we are going to try to help you reach that goal tonight.
And thank you, Pat.
You bet. Now, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could help Rachel reach this goal tonight? If you are able, please help us by making a donation right now. Please enjoy the following brief video presentation for a closer look at the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program.
Our patients are some of the sickest patients that we take care of in our hospital. Sometimes require extended hospitalizations, very advanced care in the intensive care unit.
One minute we were in postpartum enjoying our new family of 3, and the next minute they were rushing her into the NICU because she was turning blue and she had a heart murmur. And it is so different than what I planned, and I think that you just don't understand it until you're in that situation.
And so our patients have a lot of time and wait for us to give them what they need to go home. And so things like music therapy can help them to cope with their new diagnosis and just pass the day and forget that they're sick for a moment.
With the tension of knowing she was going to go into surgery and just her crying and her upset, I was at a breaking point, and music therapy came in, and for an hour sat there. I stopped thinking about, her going into surgery for a few minutes and just enjoyed that last hour because the time after that was very grim. I was just very thankful for that moment, and that music therapy was able to give that to me.
Anything we can do to try to normalize their life is very beneficial, both just for their overall well-being, but hopefully also in terms of their medical care.
So I've seen a lot of different effects on the children of a variety of ages. If the therapist goes in there and plays with interactive toys and music toys, they just light up.
Well, it affects the whole brain and essentially gets to the emotional centers and lifts the spirits and the mood without any medication. And
you know, they have video games and they have the television to look at, but the music therapy allows them to interact with other human beings in a very positive way. So I think music therapy is a crucial part of the recovery period for children in the hospital.
We lost our daughter Ariana Miller in 2008 to congenital heart disease.
She had days where she didn't even really want to get out of bed, but not on the days when she had music therapy. Within a few minutes with her music therapist, the sparkle was back in her eye. She was laughing and singing and being a kid again. And that's where we realized the real healing power of music therapy.
We created the Ariana Miller Music with Heart program after seeing the enormous difference it made for our own child. Music therapy gave Ariana some normalcy, but it also gave our family some time together because we shared music. We knew we had to pass that on.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move.
In a hospital setting, especially in the ICUs, it's a very stressful place, not only for the families, but for the staff and the nurses and everyone involved in that unit. And it's something special when you walk into the unit and you're stressed after a surgery or whatever it may be, and you're hearing drums come down on the other side of the hall or kids laughing and singing, and it brings this sense of joy to the unit.
She just is a crazy toddler, and sometimes I just have to put the music on to calm us both down. It works. It really does. Whether we're singing or just listening, music therapy reminded me that this is something I needed in my life.
I'm pretty sure there's a quote that music heals, something like that. And it healed me, so I think it might could just heal others.
Wow, that is a very powerful message indeed. Remember, the link to our GoFundMe page is below your live stream on your Facebook or your YouTube page. Or if you prefer, go to resoundingjoyinc.org. Again, that's resoundingjoyinc.org. And we just ask you to please make a donation now. It looks like our total coming up, we're getting up there. I just got word in my ear. It looks like we're up to $34,567. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, everybody. I want to read some names of people who have been donating. We got a $500 anonymous donation. The Cohens donated $100. Thank you so much. Rick Waltman donated $500. Jeanette Polachek, $50. Thank you, Jeanette. Chris and Robert Paris, $50. The Tooley family, $1,000. Another anonymous donation, oh my goodness, $5,000. So anonymous, you know who you are, you're watching. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And Merle and Kay Horst, $10,000. Thank you, Merle, thank you, Kay. Thank you, everybody. Any amount, whether it's in the thousands or less than that, it doesn't matter. It's just you're making a difference in the lives of all these kids that are in the hospital that need something to bring brightness to their lives. Remember also that the first 4 donations of $2,500 or more get a San Diego staycation, 1 to 2 night stays in local high-end hotels that can be used well into 2021. These stays are valued at up to $1,000. We have had so many brilliant vocalists and instrumentalists perform over the past 9 years. We thought it would be just a great idea to bring back an encore performance from last year, from 2019, for your listening pleasure. And this will also kind of give you the look and the feel and the sound of our Heart of a Child benefit concert in the actual concert hall. Sadie Duka, she turned 17 this year, but she has been belting out songs with her larger-than-life voice for at least a decade. When she was only 8, she performed on America's Got Talent, and she made it all the way to the Las Vegas round. Today, she writes, she produces, she performs her own music. So here is Sadie Duka performing Feeling Good at the 2019 Heart of a Child concert. I think we're all feeling good. I've got Sadie with me now live. Hi, Sadie. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Good, good. It's so good to have you here on our live stream. And I have to ask you, where in the world did you get that powerful voice? Are there any other singers in your family?
That's a very good question. My family and I are still trying to figure that one out ourselves, since none of my parents sing at all. None of them do any of the music type of stuff. So I guess that's just the way I sing. I don't know.
You are just blessed. So let's see. America's Got Talent at age 8. That must have been an incredible experience. Was it really scary, or was it more exciting?
It was definitely a mixture of both, since I was very young when I did it, 8 years old. And I started singing like professionally, taking it really seriously when I was just 7. So it was all super new to me. But overall, I think it was a really cool opportunity.
And it's been nearly a year since your last Heart of a Child performance. And of course, the last couple of months make it seem much longer. What have you been up to besides, like the rest of us, being in lockdown?
Well, I've been working on my album that is going to be coming out soon. I am so excited. All the songs I wrote off of very personal experiences. So I'm really excited to share that with everyone. And I produced it and wrote everything by myself in my room. So yeah, I'm excited.
In your room? What's it called?
Yes. I don't want to give any titles yet, but I promise soon everyone will know the details. It's a secret for now.
We can't wait. Maybe you can play something from it for our concert next year.
Yes, I would love that.
Okay. Thank you, Sadie, so much. And we'll see you later.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Moving along on our live stream, 17-year-old Sarah Maxman has studied violin since she was 7 years old. Now, she has received numerous awards, including winning the San Diego Youth Symphony Showcase Concerto Competition in 2016 and the H.B. Goodland Scholarship Competition in 2019. Aiden Wallman is a 15-year-old pianist who recently won first place in the top division of the MTAC Concerto Competition. He has also previously won the MTAC Sonata Competition and Junior Division H.B. Goodland Scholarship Competition. Wow. Please welcome Sarah Maxman and Aiden Wallman performing Beethoven Violin Piano Sonata No. 8, third movement.
We are here tonight to thank you for your support of Resounding Joy's Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. It's an unprecedentedly challenging time, especially for children who are sick to begin with.
But with love and care, we will defy the odds together. Let's redefine what COVID is. It's confidence of victory in defeating whatever dire situations are thrown at us.
We hope you enjoy.
Stay safe and healthy.
Such talent. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Aiden. Just amazing. And I think it's Beethoven's 250th birthday this year too. So a very appropriate piece to play. Got latest numbers for you. Listen to this. We're up to $36,568 for Resounding Joy's music therapy program. $36,568. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to personally thank some of the people who have donated so far. Lindsay Zarin and her family from Resounding Joy staff, $100. Thank you so much. Corey, also from the Resounding Joy staff, $25. Ray and Kate Hong, $500. Hal and Judy Grant, $500. Thank you, guys. Christine Reisberg, $50. Lori Pivo and Jack Bucci, $250. So generous. Brian and Janie Downer, $150. Nick Grant, $100. Thank you, Nick. Christina Kumari, $100. You are so generous. It's all about the music. It's all about the kids. And we thank you so, so much. Okay, back to our show now. I don't think any of us can get enough of Merrick Hanna's dancing. I know I can't. Here is another short performance by our special guest performer, Merrick Hanna, to the song Mind is a Prison.
I don't live in California, I'll inform you that's not where I reside. I'm just a tenant paying rent inside this body, and I got two windows, and those windows, well, I call them my eyes. I'm just going where the wind blows, I don't get to decide. Sometimes I think too much, yeah, I get so caught up. I'm always stuck in my head. I wish I could escape, I tried to yesterday. Took all the sheets off my bed. Then I tied up my linen with 5 strips of ribbon I found. Scaled the side of the building, I ran to the hill so they found me. And they put me back in my cell, all by myself, alone with my thoughts again. Guess my mind is a prison and I'm never gonna get out. So they tranquilized me, analyzed me, threw me back in my cage. Then they tied me to an ivy, told me I was insane. I'm a prisoner, a visitor inside of my brain. And no matter what I do, they try to keep me in chains. Sometimes I think too much, yeah, I get so caught up.
Merrick, you are one of a kind. I love to watch your moves. Our next performer, 14-year-old Isabella McCormick of Santee, has been playing harp since the age of 6. After winning the 2017 American Harp Society's national competition in the junior division, she just keeps overachieving. In 2018, Isabella made her Carnegie Hall debut as the grand prize and live performance winner of the Concert Artists International Virtuoso Competition. I'd like to welcome back Isabella McCormick.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching this benefit concert. This is my 6th year playing for this event, and it brings me so much joy that your support will bring music to kids. The piece I'll be playing tonight is called Legend by Henriette Renier. I love this piece very much because it's a different take on a Romeo and Juliet story. It's originally 12 minutes long, but I will share some of it with you tonight. Thank you, and stay healthy and safe.
Thank you, Isabella. Wow, I could listen to you all day. Just gorgeous. Well, we always try to bring you a very young rising star, and this year is no exception. 8-year-old Gigi Haas of Rancho Santa Fe began dancing at age 3 and has already played lead in several musicals. Her most accomplished role so far is the lead in Matilda the musical. She hopes to someday be on Broadway. Here is the adorable Gigi Haas.
I'm honored to perform for you all. Music has been so important in my life. I hope you can find it in your heart to make a donation to help provide music therapy for children in need. Tonight, I will be performing Naughty from Matilda the Musical. This song is about a little girl who takes matters into her own hands when she's not given a fair shake in life. She's courageous and brave, like many kids at Rady's Children's Hospital who benefit from music therapy and resounding joy. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong, keep out of reach of children. Or the violet hair tonic for men. Yup. In the slip of a bolt, there's a tiny revolt. The seed of a wall and the creak of a floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest mite packs the mightiest sting every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Starts with the click of a look. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. 'Cause if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Thank you, Gigi. I'm predicting pretty big things for you, young lady. Harlan Newlin is a 15-year-old pianist who has been at the keys since age 5. He has won top prizes at several competitions, including the 2017 San Diego Bach Piano Competition and the 4th International Hong Kong Music Festival. In 2019, Harlan won a gold medal in the Liszt International Youth Piano Competition in China. Here to perform La Campanella is Harlan Newlin.
Thank you all for logging on to watch today's show. The piece I will be playing is Franz Liszt's La Campanella, which means the little bell. I want it to be a bell of hope and a bell of joy for all of you. I also hope that you can find it in your hearts to make a donation to continue providing music therapy for those at Rady Children's Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanlan. Just amazing. Here now is a short but moving video testimonial about the Healing Notes program from Rob and Leah Davis, who lost their son Blake in 2019.
We are the Davis family. I'm Rob, my wife Leah, our daughter Scarlett, and this is our little guy Blake. Blake was a seemingly healthy child, and at 14 months he stopped breathing here at a local park. He was taken to the hospital and then ultimately to Rady Children's Hospital, where we would spend a total of 3 months. The first of those months he was intubated, and 2 months post-intubation, life was filled with all different therapies, physical, occupational, speech. His future was uncertain, and it was a stressful and scary time.
And that was when we were introduced to resounding joy and music therapy. It really brought us a break from the stress and offered a lot of silly moments in a completely chaotic situation. It brought countless smiles and laughs, not just for our son, but also for our family as a whole. And during that time, Blake was totally engaged and excited by music therapy. He spoke then more than he did in speech therapy, and he moved around more then than he did in physical therapy. It was always the highlight of the day.
On our last visit at Rady's, it was determined that Blake would need a lung transplant. We were medically flown to Texas Children's in Houston, devastated to leave our Rady family and therapists. Blake passed away 2 weeks later, the day that he was unanimously accepted onto the transplant registry.
Resounding Joy has given us countless smiles and priceless memories, both with Blake and with Scarlett and our family together. And it's helped us get through some really, really hard times. It allowed our son to forget about the tubes and the needles and the leads and the monitors and just allowed him to be a kid. And for that, we will always be grateful.
Very, very powerful. That was Rob and Leah Davis with their daughter Scarlett. Blake has inspired their own movement of spreading good deeds, and I encourage you to visit forblake.org and see what good deeds they are spreading. All right, everybody, let's take a look at our donations so far tonight. I just got word that the grand total so far is $44,964. That's amazing. And I want to read some names of you generous people who are watching out there in Cyberland. Lindsay Zarin and her family from Resounding Joy staff, $100. Corey, also from Resounding Joy staff, $25. Thanks, Corey. Ray and Kate Hong, $500. Hal and Judy Grant, $500. Kathy Wagner, $500. The Lamberti family, $1,000. Jean and Michelle Mowry, $250. The Spector family, $250. So generous. Thank you so much. Carrie LeBlanc, $500. An anonymous from, we don't know, $1,000. Thank you so much. Dick and Diane Beckman, $1,000. Craig and Marcy Nordhughes, $50. And just got word that we have people tuning in right now from Texas and from Maryland and from Indiana and from Rome and Ireland. We're going global. I love this. And finally, not finally, there's some more here. Anonymous, $3,500. Thank you so much. We also have people tuning in from LA and Florida and Pennsylvania and Montana and San Diego, of course, Kansas, Missouri, Seattle, Colorado, and Washington, D.C. This is just amazing. This is a global event, and we hope you're enjoying it. And of course, the whole reason we're doing this is to raise those funds for the Resounding Joys music therapy program at Rady Children's Hospital. So let's just keep things rolling and keep watching, spread the word. And I want to tell you about our next act now. A 14-year-old, his name is David Lee, and he is a multi-instrumentalist, singer-songwriter. He has been playing guitar since age 4. He's been performing since age 5, and he wrote his first song when he was 6. David released his first single in 2013 and has performed at a variety of notable venues and arenas in California and beyond. David has won several talent competitions, including the Producer's Choice Award on the PBS show Celebration of Music in 2018, virtually performing his original song. It's called Who I Am. Here is David Lee.
Thank you for logging on to watch tonight's show. I wrote this song because I wanted to show people who I really am and to bring people together to express themselves. I really encourage you guys to donate to this wonderful cause. I love this song and I hope you guys love this song too. Stay safe and healthy, and this is Who I Am. Whoever says something comes from nothing, everything will be alright. I bet they never held it all together when the air was never really inside. I never made no promises, I just do what I can. It can't be too to keep it all together. Hold the world tight in your hands, 'cause I know what I've seen. I live and I dream, I hurt and I cry, I love and I try. These are the things that make me. They don't control or break me, yeah. Hold up my fist and shout, it's what my life is about. Give everything I can, it's just who I am. Rise above and try to be better. Teach the difference between right and wrong. I wanna see people come together, hear the whole world singing my songs. I never made no give away what I've got. Like it or not, I've never changed who I'm gonna be. Yeah, 'cause I know that I'm seen, I live and I dream, I hurt and I cry, I love and I try. These are the things that make me. They don't control or break me. Yeah. Hold up my fist and shout. It's what my life is about. Give everything I can. It's just who I am. Whoa, whoa. It's just who I am. 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 Alright, this part's simple. Usually during concerts, I have people sing along, but since we're a little distance this time, I guess just sing through your iPhones or whatever you're watching this on. Alright? Here we go. It's really simple. It's who I am. Ready? It's just who I am. It's just who I am. It's just who I am. Sing it. Let's go. It's just who I am. It's just who I am. It's just who I am. One more time. It's just who I am. 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 Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to donate.
Thank you, David. So much talent here tonight. Now I want to introduce you to Ellie Lee. She is an 8th grader, and she's played violin and piano since she was 5 years old. She's a member of San Diego Youth Symphony and currently co-concert mistress of Sinfonia. Ellie has received numerous accolades as a soloist, including 2nd place at the 2020 American Protege International Piano and String Competition. And we are hoping she will still perform at Carnegie Hall this summer. Please enjoy Ellie Lee performing Mozart's Violin Concerto No. 4, First Movement. Thank you, Ellie, and we've got our fingers crossed for that Carnegie Hall performance. Now, how about another incredible legacy performance, but this time from our 2018 show. Savannah Filial is a young acoustic pop and folk singer-songwriter from Scripps Ranch who attended the prestigious Berklee College of Music. Her career continues to take off, having recently won the Songwriter Universe competition for the second time. And she recently released her first full-length album, A Whisper in the Wind. From the 2018 Heart of a Child benefit concert, here is Savannah Filial performing her original song, Fairy Garden.
Little fairy waiting in the garden, waiting for a little girl to find it. Always hoping that someone believes, always hoping that someone might see the beauty of imagination in the places he can go. Taking me far from home, back in a world of make-believe, nothing holding back our dreams. If I had a time machine, I'd be 8 years old, I'd be running free, I'd be chasing the wind in my bare feet, I'd have dirt on my face, I've been outside all day, I had everything I wanted in my fairy garden. I miss the days of playing in the street, climbing branches, made a house in the trees. Like when I spent the days with my friends, it was a time we thought would never end. Imagination burns brighter than the sun, only find it in the little ones. Time that we cannot replace, wasting all our sunny days. If I had a time machine, I'd be 8 years old, I'd be running free, I'd be chasing the wind in my bare feet, I'd have dirt on my face, I've been outside all day, I had everything I wanted in my fairy garden. I'm older now, games don't make me happy, they tell me now, work your job and go to college. People growing up too quick, business and relationships. If I could, I'd be 8 years old, I'd be running free, I'd be chasing the wind in my bare feet, I'd have dirt on my face, been outside all day, and I never knew I had it all. Man, everything seems so small in my fairy garden. So go outside and make a little garden, hide a fairy for a little girl to find it. Maybe you're the one to make her believe in all the beauty that she can't see now.
And thank you, Savannah. Flutist Gabriela Beltran is a high school senior who has won local, state, and national competitions, including the Music Teachers Association of California Voce state level competition for senior wins and Classics Alive National Young Artist Division B wins. And of course, in 2019, she made her Carnegie Hall debut, our final performer of the evening, Gabriela Beltran.
Hello. Thank you for supporting Resounding Joy by taking the time to watch this concert. We know it has been a tough time for everyone, but that doesn't mean we can't still enjoy music and support the Ariana Miller Healing Notes program. Music is so powerful and has changed the lives of so many of the kids receiving the music therapy. I hope that you get a little taste of what music can do tonight by watching the concert, even if it's virtually. I also wanted to thank Mr. Miller for his dedication to making this benefit concert go on. Tonight I will be playing a 20th century piece by Eugene Bosa called Image. I hope that you can let your imagination flow while hearing it and enjoy. Thank you.
And thank you, Gabriela. I would now like to welcome Dr. Jeff Miller back to share the screen with me. It's been quite an evening, hasn't it, Jeff?
It's been crazy, I'm telling you. It's exceeded my wildest expectations. It's been a great night. Thank you, Pat. I want to thank our audience out there in Cyber Universe. I hope you enjoyed the show, and if you were able to make a donation tonight, we're incredibly grateful for your generosity and support. If you are still thinking about making a donation and are able to, I urge you to click on the GoFundMe link. And if you can't find that, I don't blame you. Just go to resoundingjoyinc.org. That's INC, resoundingjoyinc.org, and keep this vital program funded for the next year. We were just looking at some of our numbers here. First, I just wanted to thank some people. We got some results in here. Rob and Leah Davis. I think you saw them a little while ago doing the testimonial. In Blake's honor, they donated $100. That's really special. Thank you. Noel Peterson, $350 donation. Another anonymous donation for $1,030. Jackson Penry, a guy I work with, donated, I believe, $1,000 on here. $200. Sorry, Jack. We have, I think, some other donations here by anonymous that are $20 and $25. Jennifer Height, $50. So just really wonderful. We've had 130 donations tonight. I think that really has exceeded our expectations. And our current total on GoFundMe is, wow, we just went over $50,000. Our current total is now $50,314. So very special evening. We did wonderful tonight, and I really appreciate everyone who's tuned into this live stream and participated. Even the $5 and $10 donations make a difference. So before we end tonight, I would just like to say a few words of thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank all of our performers for sharing their incredible musical gifts with all of us tonight. It wasn't easy this year recording performances during the lockdown and getting us such quality content. I really want to thank all of the performers. They were all outstanding. Very special concert tonight. I would also like to thank our planning committee and Resounding Joy team. There's a multitude of people that go into this process, that go into the actual live concert that we typically do, but there was a lot of people that went into this process, this live streaming event. I'd like to thank Judy Grant, our executive producer, Rachel Gant, who is the director of Healing Notes program. And not only that, but she gave 120% to get this live stream up and running and working. And she's been working around the clock, everything you could possibly imagine to get this thing off the ground. So I really appreciate her work. Another special person is Pat Molnar. She's a board of director member of Resounding Joy and a super volunteer who has assisted us with the entire planning process. So again, a big shout out to her. Will Zauscher, who's, you don't see him in the background, but he is our live video production expert tonight. And he made this go off flawlessly. We had absolutely no idea what we were doing when we came to him, and he made this happen, which I think speaks a lot to his talent and his ability. Last but not least, of course, I want a very special thank you to Pat Brown for doing an incredible job hosting the show tonight. She always does a wonderful job. I just also want everyone to know she donated all of her time in doing this. If you haven't figured out by now, she's just really a truly good person. It's been a great evening, Pat. I enjoyed watching you again and watching the performers, and I hope you had a great time.
Thank you, Jeff. I did. I had a wonderful time, and I just hope everyone out there watching is safe and well. And I just want everybody to remember that there are a lot of children tonight who aren't home like you are right now. They're in the hospital, and they would be thrilled if they could have a session or two of music therapy. So just please give what you can and help make their lives a little bit better in what is already a tough time. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Pat. We hope to see you in person next year. Right now, our tentative date is May 1st, 2021 for our live concert. If you missed part of the show tonight or just want to watch it again, it's available on Facebook and YouTube to stream over and over and over again. Again, stay safe, good night, and God bless.